My name is Michael Freedland, and I founded the firm over 20 years ago with a focus on representing folks who have been catastrophically hurt, families have been catastrophically injured. We were very selective in the families that we represent. We're very selective in the people that we represent. And the reason we do that is because we want to be able to provide the service and attention to those people who have been affected in ways that are unimaginable. I'm very proud of the work we've been able to accomplish over the last 20 years in representing victims in all types of catastrophic events. No matter how much we've grown, we've been able to continue our focus on delivering the kind of compassion, the kind of empathy, the kind of service to those who have suffered catastrophic losses. But at the same time, we're able to do it in a way that makes sure that every avenue of compensation that might be available to somebody who has suffered an unimaginable loss is available to them. There's no measure that can ever bring back somebody's loss, and in this conversation I've had with clients for over 20 years. But what we can do is make their lives a little bit easier going forward, provide them the kind of comfort, provide them the kind of opportunities they have to make their lives easier.
My name is Deborah Gander. I have been a trial lawyer since 1994. I'm board certified, which means I have a lot of experience in actual trials, and I've shown myself to be a specialist on the law as well. I do what I do because I love what I do. I love the relationships with my clients. I love going in and investigating cases, figuring out what went wrong, how do we fix it, moving forward, how do we make this person's life the absolute best we can despite what someone else's negligence has done to them. I have relationships with my clients still that I've known for 20 plus years. If you come visit me in my office, you'll see that probably everything on my shelf goes back to a case that I can tell you about where I was able to do my best and change someone's life for the better. And I do what I do because someone has to protect people from other people's negligence.
My name is Dan Harwin. I've been handling medical malpractice cases for 20 years. And in fact, my very first day practicing as a lawyer, I handled and took the deposition of an expert in a medical malpractice case. Ironically, I actually started working for insurance companies. So for the first few years of my practice, I defended doctors and hospitals. And that actually gave me incredible insight into how insurance companies and hospitals think, how they defend cases, the really critical points for them and what's important to them when they're evaluating a case and when they decide what's important for them to settle a case. I think what's sort of interesting about what I do as a plaintiff's lawyer is that I actually come from a family of physicians. My father is currently a practicing physician. My grandfather was a physician. So I was around medicine my entire life. So coming from a family of physicians actually gave me incredible insight really into the way that the practice of medicine should be. I grew up watching my dad speak with other physicians over the weekends, at night, in the morning. I really got a flavor for the way that medicine should be practiced. And I now take that and really understand when there are communication breakdowns, when a physician doesn't take the time to call another doctor about a patient. It's really that history that I have that drives me, because I know the way that medicine should be practiced, and it's important for me to hold physicians and hospitals to that same standard.
I can't tell you how many times over the years I've spoken to a client days later, weeks later, years later, where they say, Michael, I just want you to know that what your firm was able to do for me and what you were able to do for me and your team was able to do for me has really made a difference in my life. And that is why we do it.